Hi everyone, welcome back to Bougie Doll Life. So today we're going to be working on part 3 of our cabin dollhouse, which will be the living room. I cannot wait to do this room. I have so many fun ideas to show you. Let's go ahead and go to the craft table and start crafting. Okay, so to start off our crafts, we're going to be making a fireplace. So for the fireplace, I cut out a piece of cardboard and I'm going to go ahead and take a pen, or you can take a marker like me, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw a line going up on both sides. And then I'll go a little higher and then close it off going straight across. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and take my X-Acto knife and cut out the rectangle shape that I made. Okay, so now that I cut out the opening for the fireplace, I'm gonna go ahead and assemble it together. So I have 2 pieces of cardboard that are cut into rectangles to the height and width that will match my dollhouse. So just do it to the size that it will fit perfect into your dollhouse. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue one side over here. Okay, so I have one side glued down, and I'm going to repeat that on the opposite side of the fireplace. Okay, so now we have the front of our fireplace ready. So I'm gonna glue the back on the back of here, which measures the same as the front of our fireplace. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this piece right here and just go ahead and fold it over and glue it on top. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a little bit of a mantle right here in the middle of the fireplace. So I'm gonna take one strip of cardboard and glue it right across here. And then I'm going to take another piece of cardboard the same length and glue it a little bit above the first one. Okay, and now I'm going to take another strip of cardboard and close it off right here. Okay, so I made like a little mantle for the fireplace. So the fireplace can stand on its own, and this is it laying down, and it's pretty tall. And we're gonna go ahead and add some texture to it. So I saw on my Froggy stuff how she took the hot glue and made little texture glue pieces. And I wanna do the same thing around my fireplace to make it look like a stone fireplace. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some glue little stones going around the fireplace. Okay, so I went ahead and added the hot glue to the fireplace. So I just added it in different areas. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry for a little bit. And while this dries, okay, so next we're gonna take a piece of packaging. And this is a piece of Barbie packaging where I left some of the side flap on because I would like to have it stand up because we're gonna be making flames for the fireplace. So I'm gonna lay it flat for now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take my hot glue gun and just go ahead and make some little flames onto the plastic. So I'm just gonna go up and just around, just to make it look like fire flames. So we have the outline for the flames. So now I'm just gonna fill in the inside of it. So these are how the flames are looking on the plastic, and it's looking so good. So I'm gonna set this to the side, and then we're going to start working on our coffee table. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of cardboard, and then I'm going to go ahead. I got this candle holder from Hobby Lobby. I have a couple of these because I love the style of this for my dollhouse. So I did get this in Hobby Lobby, and it says $9, but I paid around $5 because it was 50% off. So I'm just gonna flip the table down on the cardboard and trace around it with my marker. Okay, so now that I have my circle, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out. Okay, so now we have our circle. So I'm going to take this scrapbook paper that I have in my stash of scrapbook paper. I have so much scrapbook paper that I always have new ideas. So I love having a lot of scrapbook paper on hand. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and glue this onto the back of the scrapbook paper. Okay, and then once it's glued onto my scrapbook paper, I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. Okay, now that I cut it out, I can go ahead and just glue it onto the inside of this table. So now we have a marble table for our living room. Okay, so I have this light brown piece of felt, and then I also have this yarn right here. And then I have this beautiful color that I got recently, so cute, this mauve type of pink. And then I have this brown yarn. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the yarn going by each color, and I'm going to go ahead and go across the felt, like across here, starting from the beginning down here. Let me try to push it up so you can see. So starting from the bottom right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and glue them straight across all the way going down. Okay, so I'm going to cover it with some Mod Podge so that the yarn can stick to the felt. Okay, so next I'm going to take some string. I attached some string to a rod right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the string there and go ahead and attach it to the glue that I have there. I'm gonna straighten it out and just glue it down. All right, so I got the yarn all the way across the felt. So I put some Mod Podge on top just to glue it down to secure it. It does have little hanging strings, but I'm gonna wait for it to dry on the felt, and then I'm gonna go ahead and finish cutting off the rest of the sides of the string, and then we'll have our carpet. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay this to the side. Okay, so now we're going to paint our fireplace. So I'm only going to paint the front part, and this mantle area I'm going to cover with scrapbook paper, and the side I'm going to cover with scrapbook paper as well. So for the middle, I'm going to be using this burnt sienna color, and I'm going to go ahead and just paint all over the areas with the stone and the front of the fireplace. How the fireplace is looking after I painted it. It looks really good, and I added the wood scrapbook paper to the sides and to the middle mantle, and I love how the details look, and we're going to add more details later with some more paint. But for now, and I did add this black piece of fabric to the back for the back of the fireplace so it could look more like a woodsy type of fireplace. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the flames that we did on some plastic that we had left over, and we're going to add some stones to the bottom to weigh it down and to give it more of a fire look. So I'm just going to take my hot glue gun and glue down the pebbles. I glue one on each side to hold it down just so it won't keep going back, and then I just build up the stones as I go, and I just build up until I'm satisfied and I feel it looks realistic. The final result of how the fireplace came out with the stone at the bottom, and we're gonna go ahead and paint that later. And now we're just gonna go ahead and put a pop light inside of the fireplace. This is gonna light up the flames that we did with the clear packaging. So I'm going to go ahead and take my hot glue gun and glue this pop light into the back of the light to make it work. Okay everyone, so I'm going to start painting the flames for the fire. So I'm going to start off with red and just go ahead and work my way or where I see fit for the red color to go. And now I'm going to start adding some yellow and some oranges, and I'm just going to mix all three of those colors together, the red, the yellow, and the orange. And then I colored the back yellow so the light can come through and it'll look like it's on fire. Now I'm just adding details to the fireplace to make it look more like a stone fireplace. I take a sponge and I dip it inside of a gray and white paint, and I'm just tapping it onto the stone that I created with the hot glue, and on top of that burnt sienna color that we painted it with. Now it's time to assemble inside of the dollhouse. So this is how the fireplace looks inside the dollhouse, and I added the carpet in front of it, and then I just went ahead and added the furniture on the side, and then I ended up adding some things to the wall. I used some sticky tack to hold some things just for the holidays because I want to be able to change it out on Christmas. And I also had a little boat that I added to the area as well, and a lot of decor so it could look more like a log cabin. Now it's time to test out the fireplace. So I turn off my lights and then I turn on the pop light to see how bright the light is. You can turn down the light, so I was just testing out how low to turn it down so it could be the perfect fireplace for the area. I ended up getting it perfect after a few tries, but I really do love how I got it down to be to this really nice setting. Guys, so this is the final overview of the living room. I absolutely love it and I cannot wait to start the kitchen with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys can vote in my community tab on what you guys would like for the scrapbook paper for the spa, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.